When you hear about slavery for 400 years, for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? You know, like, it's like we're mentally in prison.
So this is an audio clip. I'm going to play an audio clip of Kanye West, the free thinker, and Van Lathan, the non-thinker, because he can't think for himself. He believes what white people say about our history and culture, that black people were so feeble-minded and docile, we allowed ourselves to be brutalized over decades and not do anything about it. When the Southerners will tell you something different about slavery, no, we're going to believe Northerners who had a bad attitude towards black people and the Southerners, we're going to believe their narrative about slavery, but Van Lathan, is going to go along with their narrative.
Do you feel that I'm feeling, do you feel that I'm being free and I'm thinking free?
I actually don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought. And the reason why I feel like that is because Kanye, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. But there is fact and real world, real life consequence behind everything that you just said. And while you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real.
So Kanye West is actually thinking outside the box, because the narrative of slavery sounds like a Black Mirror episode or a Twilight Zone episode, that black people are constantly being raped, our families are constantly taken away from us, we're being beaten for whatever reason, and we're not getting paid. Like, if that was actually happening to the majority of black people, it would be bedlam in the South. Black people would have burned down the entire South. But no, we're going to believe what racist, bigoted people have to say about the South. Because the Southerners will tell you something different about slavery. They'll tell you that actually, black people are actually doing well under slavery. Yes, there's some slave owners that are abusing their property, but the vast majority of us don't, because abusing your property is counterproductive to a good business. It really doesn't make sense. I ask people all the time, and they don't want to answer the question. If you were a business owner, would you purposely damage and destroy your property? They don't want to answer the question. This one guy said that, oh, well, if it was my property, I could do whatever I want. Yes, but if you had a business, would you do that? Does that make sense to you? Of course it doesn't, right? But if you want to demonize somebody, let's say that 20% of my history is bad and 80% of my history is good. Well, the person wants to demonize me, so they're going to talk about the 20%. They're not going to talk about the good parts. They're going to take the 20% and make it seem that that's who I really am. I'm so bad and everything like that. Well, that's what they did with the South. Okay, the Southerners would complain about the North and their behavior towards black people because they had a nasty attitude towards black people and their own people. But yet, it gets ignored. Don't listen to what the Southerners say about their own culture. Don't listen to what the Africans or black people say about their own culture and history. Let's listen to racist, bigoted white people. And they say the lie over and over and over and over and over again, and people just believe it, like this Van Lathan guy. But he's not the only one. There's a lot of people that believe the nonsense from racist, bigoted people, a racist, bigoted culture that didn't like the South. Do you know that the South was forced to segregate? The South is supposed to be more racist than the North, right? That's what we're told. But the South was forced to segregate by law. Well, if the South was so racist, why did they have to force them to segregate by law? You understand? It doesn't make any sense. So there's something wrong with the narrative of the Northerners about the South. But they're running the show. They won, so they could dictate terms. The victor writes the history. History is a set of lies agreed upon. And they agreed upon demonizing the South and saying a whole bunch of lies about the South and about black people's history and culture. Basically, our history is just slavery and barbarism in Africa. We basically didn't do much of anything in history. This is basically what they're saying. And a lot of people are going along with this nonsense, and it's really annoying. And this guy is stuck on the lies. He's in the box. Kanye West is outside the box, looking in and around the box. This guy's stuck in the box, like most people are stuck in the box. And it's very, very sad.